Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for Scrap the Boys, where the challenge for this month is going to be to do like stitching of some sort. So I'm going to use a sketch, and this is from Christine Davis, the Creative Scrapbookers. It's Creating with Sketches. I think it's the volume 1. And I'm going to do this with these two pictures. This is of a trip back when we went to Lake Constant for Mother's Day. And it was when everybody was home and he was home during that time. So these are two photos that I am going to scrapbook. So this was done in 2017 when we went. So I am using How to Kill a Kit with Styles collection, which is what I released on the 1st of October. So I am going to stitch around with my sewing machine around my spots that I have, and then kind of put everything together. So let's see how we do this. All right, so let's see how this is going to go. So I am using the collection from How to Kill a Kit from Style, and this is my first layering. So it's all about boys and all of that stuff because it is obviously the boy challenge. So before I got on camera, I went through and found all the papers that I wanted to, cut them down to where I needed them to be, and then made sure that I did all my stitching. So I made sure that I cut the sizes down, and then went and did my the hand, like the sewing machine stitching that they wanted for the challenge for Scrap the Boys. So the challenge, like I said in the beginning, is all about the boys. And let me tell you, I had to dig for some photos. Like, I didn't realize that there's always a girl in one of my photos. I'm starting to get better at just taking pictures of just my husband. But yeah, I've realized that I'm not always I'm either in them or my daughter's in them, or like while I'm going through the trips, like going back, and doing like this trip that was back in 2017-ish. Yeah, 2017. Here we are. I had to look and find just my son or just my husband in them. So I have to get better at doing that, because I do have men in my life, but there's also girls in the life, and so a lot of times they end up being on there. But here is all of the stitching and all of that fun stuff, and I decided to make the title Life is Good, and I placed little bits of the title on the photos, but it lines up to where it's not like I'm putting it in an odd spot. So I love this collection that Hip Kit came out with, because it matches, it'll be good for this collection that I'm finishing up. And then I'm going through all of the embellishments. Now let me tell you, I actually struggled trying to figure out how I'm going to make this work. So I'm going through and I'm just finding all the embellishments. So normally with the Hip Kit, I will get the embellishment kit and the main kit right off the bat. Then I decide, do I want the extra, and sometimes I will get, it's about 50-50. Sometimes I'll get the extra paper, sometimes I will not. So that's 50-50. Then I decide, do I want the color kit or do I not? So a lot of times I have a lot of embellishments to start out with, but this particular layout, for whatever reason, I'm like, I'm not finding what I want. Like, it's not working. So you'll see me like go through all of these embellishments, and I'm like, I don't know what I want. It's not working. And then I wanted to add all the girls stuff on there, because it is a boy layout, but it's okay to have flowers on your layout with boys. And then I'm going through all that. So while you're watching me fussy all this, watch me all, fussying through and just going through all this crazy stuff, trying to find embellishments. Make sure that you go check out the blog post and see everybody else's take on this challenge, because it was a lot of fun to watch and see how everybody else does the stitching. Now, some of them did the hand stitching, and right now I just don't have the time. I cannot wait until I'm done with grad school. December, y'all. December. That's all I'm going to say. December. And then once I'm done, then I can like get back to work and doing all that fun stuff like that I truly love to do. I just can't wait to get, because a lot of that was time consuming, and what was taking up my time to be able to do what I needed to do was grad school. So I'm excited for that part. So I'm just now going through all of the embellishments to try to figure out what works and what won't work. And just going through. Now, I do love this collection from Simple Stories. I love the vintage of it. And I love that it's not really that vintage, but it is. And I also love the fact that this collection is my colors, like my muted colors. That's why I loved this collection. So when I did this voiceover, I actually got a freebie at work. It wasn't really a good freebie because it was part of the hurricane that was coming through. We aren't getting the hurricane per se, but we got the really bad winds and rains. So because of the timing of my school leaving to, like for dismissal, we're actually going to be in the grand scheme of it all, and when it starts to get heavy, so the school district was like, okay, we'll just get you guys home and we'll stay home. So at first we were going to do just a half a day, and then that would have put us out at 1:30 to get us home, but some of us wouldn't have been able to get home right away before the storm would have hit. So then the school decided, nope, we're going to do a full day. So the kids are home. I am home. I got quite a bit done. I was excited for that. So, but yeah, I got a freebie. And then here I am doing my embellishments. And then that is it. The still shots are coming up. I hope that you like and subscribe. Stay safe. Have a wonderful day. And I hope to talk to you soon. Bye.